Hi students, welcome to Lucky Naresh Physics channel. I am Naresh Babu, Physics faculty. Students, in this session I am going to discuss about AC through capacitor in alternating current. Look at here. Suppose a capacitor of capacitance C is connected to an AC source of EMF E equal to E naught sin omega t. When switch is on, current will flow. Here, first half cycle, capacitor will charge in one direction and then discharged. Next half cycle, capacitor will charge in another direction, then discharged. So this process will continue. But AC current or alternating current exists in the circuit. Here, at any instant of time, potential difference across the plates of the capacitor will be equal to the applied EMF. Look at here. See here, I consider this equation, that is instantaneous EMF or EMF of source. I consider equation 1. E equal to E naught sin omega t. I consider equation 1. So here, at any instant, the potential difference between the plates of capacitor will be equal to applied EMF. Look at here. PD, potential difference across the plates, equal to applied EMF. Applied EMF. So I will write PD across the plates V equal to applied EMF, that is from equation 1, that is E. So here E means what? E naught sin omega t. But potential difference is equal to Q by C. But V equal to Q by C. Here, from this I can write Q equal to CV. Q equal to CV. Okay? So, in the place of V, what can I write? I can write E naught sin omega t. So, Q equal to C into, in the place of V, from the above equation, I can write E naught sin omega t. So, I will write E naught sin omega t. But the instantaneous alternating current in the circuit is I. That is I equal to dq by dt. Look at here. The instantaneous value of alternating current is I equal to dq by dt. Okay, so it is instantaneous alternating current. So I equal to dq by dt. I will write I equal to d by dt. In the place of q, what can I write? I can write C E naught sin omega t. Look at here, in the place of q, I will write C E naught sin omega t. Sin omega t. Close the bracket. Okay. So, here, I will write this C E naught outside the differential part. C E naught d by dt sin omega t. So C E naught differentiation of sin theta. that is cos theta. So in the place of theta, omega t is there. For that again I need to do differentiation with respect to t. Look at here, differentiation of sin theta, cos omega t. Again for omega t differentiation if you do means you will get omega. So I will write this one omega c e naught cos omega t. Okay. So this one I will write omega c e naught. Instead of cos omega t I will write sin omega t plus pi by 2. That is, see, sin 90 plus theta cos theta. So I wrote sin omega t plus pi by 2. Okay. So here I got I equal to omega c e naught sin omega t plus pi by 2. If this sin omega t plus pi by 2 equal to 1, then this I will be equal to maximum value of current, that is I naught. So in the above equation, if I place sin omega t plus pi by 2 as 1, so I will get I equal to maximum value of current, that is omega c e naught. Omega c e naught. So above equation I can write I equal to, therefore I equal to, in the place of omega c I naught I will write I naught. In the place of omega c e naught I will write I naught sin omega t plus pi by 2. So it is equation 2. See, from equation 1 and 2 we can say that current leads EMF by a phase angle of pi by 2, or also we can say that EMF lags behind the current by a phase angle of pi by 2. Now we will discuss about graph between EMF and current versus omega t, and also phasor diagram. Look at here. See, in AC through capacitor, from the equations E equal to E naught sin omega t and I equal to I naught sin omega t plus pi by 2, we can say that current leads EMF by a phase angle pi by 2, and also we can say that EMF lags behind current by a phase angle pi by 2. That I will show you in graph. Look at here. This red color wave represents EMF and blue color wave represents current. Here, if you observe the phase difference at time t by 4, the phase difference between current and EMF, that is pi minus pi by 2, that equal to pi by 2. In time interval t by 2, the phase difference between current and EMF, that is 3 pi by 2 minus pi, that equal to pi by 2. In time interval 3t by 4, phase difference between current and EMF 2 pi minus 3 pi by 2, that equal to pi by 2. So from this graph we showed that current leads EMF by a phase angle of pi by 2. Next, phasor diagram. Look at here. In this phasor diagram, the peak value of EMF makes an angle omega t with x-axis in anti-clockwise direction, and here current leads EMF by a phase angle pi by 2. So the phasor I makes an angle pi by 2 with the phasor E in anti-clockwise direction. So that's about phasor diagram. Now capacitive reactance. The opposing nature of capacitor to the flow of AC is called capacitive reactance. Look at here. See, In AC through capacitor, we got I equal to omega C E naught sin omega t plus pi by 2. So here I naught is equal to omega C E naught. That I will write E naught by 1 by omega C. I will compare this equation with I naught equal to E naught by R. If you compare these two equations, in the place of R, what we have? We have 1 by omega C. So, if you compare these two equations, we can write therefore 1 by omega C equal to R. That means 1 by omega C means resistance. That is called capacitive reactance. That is XC. X suffix C. Okay. So here what I got? I got capacitive reactance XC equal to 1 by omega C. So that I will write in terms of frequency. That is XC equal to 1 by omega means 2 pi frequency, that is nu, into C. So I got capacitive reactance in terms of frequency. So here from this equation I can say that this capacitive reactance is inversely proportional to the capacitance of the capacitor, and capacitive reactance is inversely proportional to the frequency. So if you take graph here between frequency and this capacitive reactance, you will get a curve like this. What is the SI unit for this capacitive reactance? SI unit is ohm. Look at here. SI unit ohm. And second one, if we connect DC to the capacitor, what happened? For DC, this frequency is 0. So, we will get capacitive reactance for DC infinity. That means, for DC, there will be an infinite resistance. That means, there will be an infinite capacitive reactance. So, it blocks the DC. For DC, it works like a open circuit. Which one? Capacitor. Look at here. For DC, nu equal to 0. That implies capacitive reactance equal to, here if it is 0 means capacitive reactance infinity. So, it blocks DC. It blocks DC and allows AC. See, I will write capacitive reactance in terms of IRMS and ERMS. Look at here. IRMS equal to ERMS by XC. That is IRMS equal to ERMS by XC. That means root mean square value of alternating current is equal to root mean square value of alternating EMF by capacitive reactance. How I got that? Look at here. I can write IRMS equal to I naught by root 2. Okay. So here I naught means, what can I write? I naught means I can write E naught by omega C root 2. Okay. Here E naught by root 2 means ERMS. by omega c means xc. So I got IRMS equal to ERMS by xc. So that I wrote root mean square value of current in terms of root mean square value of EMF and capacitive reactance. Students, in next session we will discuss about AC through LCR circuit. Thanks for watching my video. Please subscribe and click the bell icon for all notifications.